Is your home camera ready or camera shy? Each room has key areas where you can make a decor statement, but it takes practice to get it just right. Here with some styling tips, designer Arren Williams. All the time. We get it all over social media. How do I style? How do I make it look like it is in a magazine? And it's one of those things where you're using your eyes, but it helps to have a pro like you walk us through. Like, what's wrong with this?
Simple.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of tricks. Generally, you want to be trying to tell a story. And you also want to be trying to be personal about it in some way too. So there is some personal touch in there that really ties back to you.
Okay, that makes sense.
So let's start with the mantelpiece first. So what we're doing here is we're trying to pull this all together. I went with a bit of a green theme here, a bit botanical.
It's nice.
The art is too high and a bit small, so we're going to take that down.
Okay.
So pop that down there. This is all action today, so it'll take a couple of minutes to get sorted out. That's going to go on the floor. I'll give you that to hold, Lovey.
Yep.
Thank you.
The other thing is that there's too much stuff on here, right?
Well,
so we'll leave that art.
We can take some out. Yeah. You know, we'll talk about that.
Okay, we're going to talk about that.
We are going to talk about that. I'm going to layer. So really, from a styling perspective, you have to look at layering and crossing pieces as much as you can.
So if you're at home and you're watching this and you're thinking, yeah, but I can't see the piece of art in the back.
Well, we're going to make it work in a moment.
Oh, I like
so
this.
That is cutting across there, and we're going to pop this over here.
Yeah.
That's going to go there.
Thank you.
Slide.
Yeah.
We're going to have this, and then the whole idea of cutting, that's going to come in. Hopefully that will stay. Oh, stay.
You lean the way we want you to lean. Beautiful.
There we go. And then we're just going to have a little setup right here.
See, and now it doesn't look like too much stuff.
It's coming together.
It actually looks kind of perfect.
There, that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. So what you're doing is you're creating...
Guys, give him a hand, first of all. This whole situation is beautiful, but what you've done is you're playing with levels.
Yes.
And you're grouping.
We're grouping things. We're putting things together. The trick here is this is actually the same size piece of art. This is all from IKEA, but we're using different size frames and one with a mat.
Nice.
So you're taking one easy thing and you're making it do twice as much work for you by giving you that height. Layering is a smart thing to do with your art. Baskets are huge these days. Hang them on the wall, make it look good. That's that rustic element. And then the great green touches through here as well, give it that whole botanical feel.
That is gorgeous. So group. Don't just line them up across the mantle.
Exactly.
You're not going to get that curated look. Okay, so now get your feet off my table.
Well, come on. Why is there a foot on the table? We were joking about this because really, it's that telling that story. You need a conversation starter in a room, so why not have something quirky and odd and that feels not that it's like a shop bought thing, even though that did come from a shop.
It's cool,
you have to find something interesting and weird that's going to start a conversation.
Yeah, I like
so
it.
here things aren't necessarily that bad. We've got our trays, which are perfect for corralling everything. All I'm really going to do here is swap a few things out. I think I'm going to take this out, actually, just leave that right back up there.
Sure.
That's going to go down there. The box is going to come up here. And again, what we're doing is we're creating levels that reference one another.
Okay.
So we have the foot staying, it's a favorite piece.
Yep.
The trays here stop things from spreading and getting too messy. And then we've layered these books up this direction so they connect with what we're doing here too. So we've got 3 different levels, shorter, medium, and high. And again, we're telling a story here with the color as well. Black and white, idiot-proof. You can always find things in black and white. So again, play around with the bits and pieces. Have some fun with it.
Okay, so the things that I can pull out of this is trays, definitely.
Always trays,
because a tray and a pretty box can even make your remote controls look good.
Yes.
You just hide everything in the pretty boxes. The stacking of the books is great, and once again, the levels, the height.
Yeah.
So always be playing with different height.
Absolutely, and also have interesting things on there too that tie back.
The foot.
The foot.
I like the foot.
Or some pottery. This is some Casagabishta pottery.
Oh, it's
like have some fun with it and bring things in that have some meaning to you. The books. You should have read them or at least leaf through them.
You should kind of know the books.
We
were talking about this last week on the show, this whole trend of just showing not the spine but the other side of the book.
Oh my God.
It doesn't make any sense because if you actually read books, you need to know what the book is about.
Now,
like
listen,
you want to see the spine.
That is literally just for a photograph. You are going to, people that turn their books around or people that color code their books or people that wrap their books in brown paper are insane.
It's just for a magazine.
It is. Yeah, that's not real life.
It's not real life, guys.
Come
it's
on,
not.
Come on.
Okay, let's talk about
Talking
the
of
bookshelf.
bookcases. Yeah,
This is a big one with people. We all have bookcases at home, and we're thinking, I know mine. It's packed with books. You kind of have to curate. You've got to take some out and put other objects in.
Well, first of all, I have to say I hate styling bookcases. They are the bane of my existence.
Why is that?
Well, because open storage means that you're going to have to make it look good. It can't just look messy.
I know.
You have to kind of sort it out.
Yeah, it's true. You do have to sort it out. So we've got an example here on this shelf,
Yes,
which
just a simple.
looks lovely.
Well, no, but it doesn't. Come on. What's happened here is accidental symmetry, and you never want symmetry with a bookcase. So really, what we're doing here is this is going to get slid across, and then we're going to do this. So that gives a nice kind of like angle up.
Yeah.
My puppy's Spot is going to go up there.
That's Spot.
That is Spot, yes. And then the photograph of my brother and sister will go down there, and then we're going to kind of make a little mini grouping here of 3 items. Again, it's that old sawtooth expression of you want odd numbers, 3s, 5s, that kind of thing. Obviously, we end up with a hole here, so we're going to have to put another object there.
Yeah.
But really, when you're creating a bookcase, it's about not doing it all perfectly straight. You want it to meander through to get those shapes in there so it doesn't look too symmetrical, doesn't look too ordered. It has to look relaxed, but put together well.
I agree 100%. And the only time we really go to town is during Christmas. And then it's a lot of fixing it and going back and looking at it. And no, that's wrong. Fix it and go back and look at it. And it's fun.
And then don't touch it.
And then don't touch it. And then leave it like that. It's perfect.